Welcome all. This video is related to Act 4, Scene 1 of The Tempest. This act has two important things in it. They are that the first half presents before us the mask, and the second half is related to the end of the treacherous plot that was hatched by Caliban along with Stefano and Trinculor against Prospero. Now, what is a mask? Mask basically depicts the dominance of supernatural elements in the play. A mask always refers to a dramatic presentation during the Elizabethan times consisting of declamation and dialogue, music and dance, coupled by exotic scenery. The performance of a mask traditionally took place on festive occasions and at marriage celebrations. So why I told you the details? Because here, as we start with the scene, explanation of the scene, we find that finally Prospero has given his consent to the relationship of Miranda and Ferdinand. So here we start with the scene. It takes place just before Prospero's cell, and three of them are present there: Prospero, Ferdinand and Miranda. Prospero: if I have too austerely punished you, your compensation makes amends, for I have given you here a thread of mine own life, or that for which I live, who once again I tendered to thy hand. All thy vexations were but my trial of thy love, and thou hast strangely stood the test. Here, for heaven, I ratify this my rich gift. O Ferdinand, do not smile at me that I boast her of, for thou shalt find she will outstrip all praise and make it halt behind her. Now, with the meanings, in the first line, the word austerely means roughly, rudely, or harshly. Then compensation stands for rewards. Okay. Amends means the corrections are to be done. Thread stands for vital, integral part or important part. Then you have in the next line the word tender. Tender here is to offer or to give. Vexation stands for annoyance, sufferance. Then after that you have strangely. The word strangely is given there. It means outstandingly. Ratify stands for confirming or giving. Then boast is to praise, outstrip, exceed. So these are the meanings related to this particular extract. So here Prospero speaks to Ferdinand and says that I know, very well I know that I had misbehaved with you. I had treated you very roughly, very rudely, and for this treatment which I have given you, I am now finally decided to reward you, to rectify or to correct my mistake and to reward you. So the reward is going to be in a form of something which holds much importance in my life and the very reason why I am still living. Who once again I tender to thy hand. And here I am ready to hand over this important thing of my life in your hands. All thy vexations were but my trials of thy love. So whatever annoyance, whatever sufferance, whatever treatment I had been giving to you were just a way to test you that how much you love my daughter. And thou hast strangely stood the test. And oh dear Ferdinand, let me confirm to you that outstandingly you have taken the test, you have prove to be a winner in this test. And just before the Almighty God, I want to give away this precious thing of my life in your hands. This is the meaning of the line. For heaven, heaven stands for God, I ratify this my rich gift. The rich gift stands for Miranda. So I have agreed to give away this important thing which is in my life to your hands, in your hands. O Ferdinand, do not smile at me that I boast her of. Oh dear Ferdinand, do not smile that being a father I am all praises for my daughter. But when you start living along with her, when you get married and live along with her, you will feel that whatever I say, whatever praises I have for my dear daughter, she is more than that. Means I am limiting my words. I am not having more words to express her qualities. But when you start living with her, you will understand that she is having exceedingly good things in her. She is exceedingly virtuous girl. Ferdinand, I do believe it against an oracle. So Ferdinand says that do not think in such a way, sir. And whatever you say about your daughter, related to your daughter, I do believe it. And even if voice of God said otherwise, voice of God said otherwise is something against Miranda, I am not going to believe it. So this is the sense related to the speech of Ferdinand. Then Prospero, then as my gift and thine own acquisition worthily purchased, take my daughter. But if thou dost break her virgin not, before all sanctimonious ceremonies may full and holy rite be ministered, no sweet aspirations shall the heavens let fall to make this contract grow, but barren hate, sour-eyed disdain, and discord shall bestrew the union of your bed with weeds so loathly that you shall hate it both. Therefore take heed, as Hymen's lamps shall light you. So this particular extract, most of the part is missing from the textbook. So here you have to consider the extra lines which are found in the main text of Shakespeare. So the meanings out here. First of all, acquisition. Acquisition stands for acquire, deserve. Then you have the virgin not, taking away the virginity, or in short you can take as getting intimate. Then sanctimonious stands for sacred, holy, or high morals. Ministered in the next line stands for performed. Sweet aspersion stands for sprinkling of rain, or in short the other sense is blessings of God. Then contract here stands for marriage. Barren stands for empty hate. Barren is empty. Empty stands for non-fertile, not at all fertile. Empty hatred. Then sour-eyed disdain. Sour-eyed disdain means bitter, disrespect. Discord stands for conflict, disagreement. Bestrew stands for scatter. Then you have the word in the next line, loathly. Loathly stands for hatred. And in the last line you have the Hymen's lamp. Hymen's lamp stands for, you have the meaning of Hymen. Hymen is referred for the god of marriage, and it is said that he is supposed to be carrying a lamp which was lighted when a marriage was solemnized. So here the explanation of this extract. Prospero is speaking to Ferdinand and he says, "Then as my gift and thine own acquisition worthily purchased, take my daughter." So, oh dear Ferdinand, accept my daughter, and you really deserve her, and you have acquired her just because you have showed or undergone all the rough treatment which I have given you. And this is the reason you really deserve her, worthily purchased her. You have really acquired her. Then, but if thou dost break her virgin not, before all sanctimonious ceremonies may full and holy rite be ministered. So here Prospero is just advising Ferdinand to keep away from Miranda, not to get intimate with Miranda before the marriage ceremonies are solemnized. So this is the meaning of all sanctimonious ceremonies. Sanctimonious ceremonies is related to the marriage ceremonies, the holy, the sacred ceremonies which are performed for the marriage. So he's saying that you should not go or break any norms related to a happy married life. Otherwise, you are going to suffer the consequences. Now, what are the consequences which you are going to suffer if in case you break your promises, you break your marriage vows before the marriage is solemnized? So here are the explanation. Here is the explanation of that. No sweet aspersion shall the heavens let fall to make this contract grow. So, oh dear Ferdinand, if you break the virgin knot of Miranda before the marriage is performed, keep it in mind, you will never get the blessings of Almighty God. God is going to get angry and you are not going to get the sprinkling of rain. Sweet aspersion is related to sprinkling of rain. So here it is standing for the blessings of Almighty God. And if Ferdinand breaks the promises, finally the blessings of gods are not going to shower upon both of them. Both of them stands for Ferdinand and Miranda. Instead of a happy married life, in their life there will be nothing but hatred, disrespect for one another, conflict and disagreement will be arousing in their relationship, and their life will be totally scattered. And this union, the union of your bed means your marriage is going to be totally ruined. Why? Because instead of love, you will only experience hatred for each other. So these are the this is the explanation of the particular lines. But wherein hate, sour I disdain, and discord shall bestrew the union of your bed with wheat so loathly that you shall hate it both. Therefore take heed, O dear Ferdinand. Therefore I advise you, I being an elder person, I would like to advise you that pay attention to what I say, and if you really want to live a blessed married life, that is, if you really want the blessings of God of marriage, that is hymen light. I have already explained to you what is the meaning of hymen lamp. So if you really want the blessings of God, you have to keep this promise of not getting intimate with Miranda before the marriage is performed. Ferdinand, now let's see how Ferdinand assures Prospero that he is not in any way going to break his promises. So let's go ahead. As I hope for quiet days, fair issue and long life, with such love as 'tis now, the murkiest den, the most opportune place, the strongest suggestion, our worser genius shall never melt mine honor into lust to take away the edge of that day's celebration, when I shall think or Phoebus steeds are foundered, or night kept chained below. Meanings of this particular extract. Quiet days means peaceful days. Fair issues means beautiful children. Murkiest den stands for dark, gloomy, cheerless place. Opportune stands for appropriate, or it can even be appropriate opportunity. Suggestion here stands for, strongest suggestion stands for temptations. Worser genius, the lower nature. The detailed description I'll give you later on. Lower nature. Shall never melt mine honor into lust. To take away the edge of that day's celebration. Celebration here standing for marriage only. Phoebus is for sun god. Steeds stands for movement. Foundered stands for to fall, to sink, or to stumble. Here Phoebus and night have been personified. The last two lines, personification, you will find there. Ferdinand says in this extract that, "Oh dear sir," that is Prospero, "I assure you that I will keep my promises." Why I will keep my promises? Because I also wish to enjoy a long, happy, peaceful life with beautiful children. Okay, and this is the reason I will make sure that anyhow, whatever opportunity, whatever easy opportunity falls for me, I am not going to fall for any strongest suggestion. Strongest suggestion is any devilish temptations I will not go for, and so that the consequences I have to suffer. I'll assure you I will not do so, and I will never ever break my promises. Why? Because I also wish to enjoy a very good life, a very good happy married life with beautiful children in that. Shall never melt mine honor into lust. Now before this line you have the word worser genius. Worser genius I gave you in the meaning lower nature. Now lower nature, when we talk about, it stands for animal or selfish side of human nature, and under this we can talk about some of the traits which are usually negative in human nature, which are negatively found in human nature. That can be jealousy, it can be greed, hypocrisy, but basically when we talk about this extract, it stands for lust. It stands for lust, where the person gets out of control. Okay, so here when we are talking about lower nature or worser geniuses, means breaking away all the norms, all the promises, and falling for lust. So Ferdinand is saying that I am not going to fall for any sort of devilish temptations, so that in later stage of my life I might face any worse consequence. I assure you, dear sir, dear Prospero, that I myself desire to enjoy the blessings of Almighty God. Then you have the last two lines where I had talked about personification. Phoebus stands for sun god, steed stands for the movement, foundered is to fall, and then you have night. So here the reference is, he says that, "Oh dear Prospero, I assure you that I am in no way going to fall for any temptation, even if the sun god stops its movement." Now movement here is talking about the function performed by the sun. The sun, what is the function of the sun? That it happens to bring light to the world. So even if the sun god stops its function, and the night may even forget to function properly, but oh dear sir, oh dear Prospero, I assure you, in any ways I will never forget my promises, never forget the oaths which I have taken in front of you. Why? Because I want to really wish, really desire to have a happy married life. Prospero fairly spoke Sit then and talk with her. She is thine own. What, Ariel, my industrious servant Ariel? So finally, Prospero says here that, okay, you are speaking very good, okay, and I think you are going to keep your promise, and therefore, keeping trust on you, just sit next to my daughter, talk with her, and now onward she is yours. And then his attention is diverted towards Ariel, and he is addressing him as hardworking. Industrious means hardworking servant Ariel. So next speech is enter Ariel. Ariel, what would my potent master? Here I am. So Ariel says, oh dear powerful master. Potent stands for powerful. What do you desire? What do you wish me to do? Prospero, thou and thy meaner fellows your last service did worthily perform, and I must use you in such another trick. Go bring the rabble over whom I give thee power, here to this place, incite them to quick motion, for I must bestow upon the eyes of this young couple some vanity of mine art. It is my promise, and they expect it from me. So Prospero here is instructing, he is commanding Ariel to do another trick, and keep it in mind that Prospero always took help of Ariel. Without the support of Ariel, many of the things would have been impossible for Prospero. So here meaner stands for lower companions. The third line you have the word rabble. Rabble is the fellow spirits. Incite stands for urge. Okay, bestow upon the eyes is present before the eyes. Young couple is here mentioned for Miranda and Ferdinand. And here you have the key line, the key phrase, vanity of mine art. So you can underline that, vanity of mine art, that is the show of magic. Right? So the explanation, thou and thy meaner fellows your last service did worthily perform. Prospero is speaking to Ariel, and he is saying that, oh dear Ariel, you and your lower companions had performed your last services, whatever I had commanded you, you had performed it very well. Now let me clarify to you what was the last service. Last service here is talking about the banquet scene. The banquet scene where Ariel comes in the form of harpy. So continuing this extract, and I must use you in such another trick. So therefore, as you had very nicely, very beautifully performed your last service, exactly in the same way, one more trick I want you to perform for me. Go, bring the rabble over whom I give thee power, here to this place. I command you to go and bring your companions, your fellow spirits, and you are going to play powerful over them to this particular place. I urge you, incite is I urge you, I command you, I urge you to do this action as quick as possible. Why? Because I want to bestow upon the eyes. Bestow upon the eyes is I want to present before the young couple the vanity of my art, that is my magical skills. I want to perform before this young couple, as it is my promise to them. It is my gift to them on their engagement, and they expect it from me. Ariel, presently, O master, I will do as you command me as quickly as possible. Prospero says, A, with a twink. Yes, do it as soon as it happens with the twinkling of an eye. Ariel, before you can say come and go and breathe twice and cry so, each one tripping on his toe, tripping stands for dancing, will be here with mop and mow. Mop and mow stands for different actions like hopping, jumping, leaping, making various faces. Do you love me, master? No. So finally Ariel says, yes, master, as you command. Before you are even able to complete these words, come and go, or breathe twice and cry out so. Before that, very quickly I will bring all my fellow companions, and you will see them dancing on their toe, making or performing different actions like of hopping, jumping, whatever I told you. And finally he is just wanting to confirm from his master whether his master is fond of him or not. Prospero, what does he say? Dearly. He says, yes, oh dear Ariel, I love you dearly. My delicate Ariel, do not approach till thou dost hear me call. And now, oh dear Ariel, oh my delicate Ariel, I would like you not to come before me until I call for you. Ariel, well, I conceive. He says, okay, master, I have understood, and then he leaves the stage. Prospero, once again, he is addressing Ferdinand, and here once again he says, look thou be true, do not give dalliance, too much the rain, the strongest oaths are straw, to the fire in the blood, be more abstemious, or else good night your vow. So meanings, look thou be true is, here he is speaking to Ferdinand. He says that look dear Ferdinand, make sure that you keep your oaths, your promises. Do not give dalliance. Dalliance is do not adopt a casual approach towards your relationship, or do not do anything serious that later on you suffer the consequences. Okay, too much the rain, the strongest oaths are straws. Very nice, very beautiful line spoken out here. So the strongest oaths are straw to the fire in the blood. Fire in the blood stands for the heated passions which can easily break the strongest promises. Okay, so you can even take it that the youth often falls for the strongest passions, that is lust, and they are the ones who easily ignore all those promises which they themselves have made. Be more abstemious, or else good night your vow. So I just want to suggest that be more moderate, be more controlled in your relationship. Do not do anything wrong, else you will be facing a lot of consequences. Keep your promises. And then Prospero leaves. Ferdinand, I warrant you, sir, the white cold virgin snow upon my heart abates the ardor of my liver. Now the meanings here. Basically, white cold virgin snow means white is the color of the snow. Okay, virgin when we talk upon pure, and here this has been taken as the heart of Ferdinand. He says that my heart is going to be pure. Okay, I will keep my promises. I speak the truth. I in any circumstances am not going to break my promises, and I will turn cold to all sorts of temptations which can force me to break the promises of marriage. Abates the ardor of my liver. Abates is less intense or reduce. Ardor is great enthusiasm or passion. Oh dear sir, I assure you that whatever temptations due to the young age which I have within me, I will lessen its intensity. I will reduce its intensity, and I will not let this passion, that this heated passion of lust, overtake me in any way. Okay, I know that this liver, now what is a reference of liver? It is always taken as a seat of love and passion. So here he says that, oh dear sir, I assure you that my heart is full of tender love for your daughter, and I feel it deeply in my heart, and no form of sexual passion that is no form of sexual passion when I say, it is meaning for lust, is going to force me to break this tenderly love which I feel for Miranda. So next speech is Prospero. Well, now come my Ariel, bring a corollary. Corollary means extra one, extra member of the group, that is speaking about the additional member in the spirit's family. Rather than want a spirit, appear and pertly, no tongue, all eyes be silent. So he is requesting Ariel, he is commanding, not actually requesting, he is commanding Ariel to go and bring the extra spirits, okay, and he is wishing them to be full of vigor, full of energy, so that the action should be promptly performed. In the last line, Prospero speaks to Ferdinand and Miranda, asking them to maintain silence, not to say anything. Why? Because the spirits are going to perform their actions, so they should concentrate on what they present before them. That's it. Thank you.